Good morning. It's the Monday Morning Show. I'm your host, Lokito, and today's topic is voicemails. All right, thank you. Like to say thank you. Let me set this up. Thank you everybody for tuning into the show. This is just a quick show. It's just a quick idea that has been floating around in my head. Voicemails. We all get them. Come on. And I feel like voicemails sometimes they can be important, but I feel like 90% of the voicemails I get are pointless. And the reason for this is, caller ID or the thing called missed calls. Okay? I feel like a lot of voicemails I get are, "Hello, this is James. Call me back." And it's like, James, I can see the missed call list. I can see that you called me, so I don't need a voicemail. I don't need a voicemail. The worst is the voicemails that go on forever. Those are the worst. Unless there's always an unless it's a drunk voicemail. Now, drunk voicemails, I don't mind because they crack me up and because you can use it as blackmail on the person later down the road. But yeah, like I said, this is just an idea about voicemails just been floating around in my head. So, let me just go through a few examples of my voicemails that happen to be in here. I was actually listening to a few of these the other day, and that gave me the idea for I thought it'd be kind of funny to share what I think about voicemails, and so enough with the talking. All right, let's get straight to the action. Okay, a lot of these ones I don't really remember what they are, but let me just we'll find out together, right?
Hello, this is your Rite Aid pharmacy calling.
Okay, that's Rite Aid. Calling me to come pick up my Valium.
Hi, Sean. It's 10:01. I don't have my cell phone, but I'm at Grandma's if you need me, but I'm going to get it shortly. Okay? Bye.
All right. That was my mother, and that's one of those voicemails that makes you say, what the hell is she talking about? First of all, she's states who it is, and 99% of the time with caller ID, we know who it is. And then she also throws in some. That was what we like to call a useless voicemail. That was a useless voicemail because, it doesn't do any good. If I see when I see the missed call, I will call somebody back. I don't usually ignore people. I mean, once in a while, Jim Bob will call. "Hey, you want to come out here and drink some beers?" And maybe I won't pick up when Jim Bob calls. But pretty much, I don't ignore people. So what it is, I'm busy or I don't see the call, I'm doing something. And then when I check my phone and it says, "Missed call, Donovan McNabb." And I say, okay, I'm going to call Donovan McNabb back. And if there's a voicemail, half the time I don't even listen to the voicemail because I just called the damn person back. Am I right or am I right? That was a virtual high five. Okay, so let me just try another one here and see what happens.
Hi, this is Dr. Riska. I'm returning your call. I will try again and see if we can connect. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, now that voicemail is very interesting to me because it goes into the category of useless voicemails, okay? And it's because they give a name, and not only do they give a name, they say they're going to try again, okay? So that means that it's one I get these sometimes. You probably get these sometimes. The voicemails where the person says, "Hey, guess you're not home, but I'll try again later." Well, so you're basically telling me what you're thinking. You're telling me that, "Hey, well, guess you're not home, but I'm going to call you again later." Excuse me. So that's basically what you're thinking. So why are you telling me this? Because I don't need to know what you're thinking. And if you're going to try again later, then why are you leaving a voicemail? Because I'm probably going to, get your call later. You're going to call me later. So what the hell's the point of the voicemail? And if I do get the voicemail, I probably won't call you back because I know you're going to call me later. And now here's the really interesting point about the last voicemail. I don't know if you got it. You have to be a real sharp listener, like me. Is that he said that was a doctor. Okay, so doctors have to go through a lot of schooling, right? So you assume a doctor that went through all the schooling to become a doctor, he has a pretty high intelligence level. Yet he leaves useless voicemails. Interesting? I think so. Okay, let's try another one. Give me a second here. Let's see. Alright, we'll try another one from this lady.
Sean, hello? Grandma has a half of orange bag filled in the back of the house. You can use that. And there's another orange bag in the recycle bin, and I left one on her table if you don't feel like going out to get some bags tonight. Okay? Bye.
That one is a nail biter. Okay, that goes into the useless category again. And it's actually it's worse than just, your plain useless voicemail. It also is horrible sound quality. So another thing, when you leave voicemails, be conscious of how you sound, because that might play into if the person calls you back. If you leave a voicemail like, "Hello," like real smooth, real, tonality, real, maybe the person, might be more apt to call you back. If you leave a voicemail like, "That's some trash bag, that's some trash bag, I can't get one, we want the trash bag, and we want the trash bag." I don't want to talk to that person on the phone. It might be my mother, but I don't want to talk to her on the phone. Are you kidding me? My ears hurt after that voicemail. No way in hell am I calling that person back, no matter who it is. With that kind of tonality, I don't think so. All right, let's try another one just for kicks and giggles. This is just, like I said, voicemails, part 1. I'm probably going to do a part 2. I probably do part 3 and part 4. If people keep leaving terrible voicemails, then hey, this could be a great show. I mean, this could go on forever. All right, here's one. Okay, now here's an interesting voicemail. A quick backstory on this one. Again, missed call. And I also like, sometimes you don't know who the person is. If if some number you don't recognize. Like I said, most of the time I know who it is and I call them back because I have the caller ID. But once in a while I get a voicemail from somebody and I don't recognize the number. But it does say Kissimmee, Florida. Now, I've been to Kissimmee. I had relatives that used to live in Kissimmee. Great place. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe it's one of my relatives moved back to Kissimmee, and I didn't know about it. I didn't get the email, but they sent me a voicemail. Maybe it's Mickey Mouse calling, because he, Orlando's near Kissimmee. I'm thinking it could be Mickey Mouse, or Goofy, or anyone in the Mickey Mouse family. Could be movie studio giving me a call. Production companies calling me and wanting to, sign me to a contract, because I get a lot of those calls. A lot of companies call me, "Hey, would you like to sign $5 million signing bonus?" And, I say, no, I like doing my own independent show on YouTube for free, so I get a lot of those calls. But, you know, so I really I had some assumptions on who it was, but I really wasn't completely sure. But it does say Kissimmee, Florida, and so well, you'll feel what I felt when I first heard the voicemail. Here it is. Do you want to hear it? This is like what they do in those shows. So now the winner is right after the break. No, I wouldn't do that. The voicemail is.
Hi, Marita. This is Linda Grenier. I'm just calling to let you know that we do have a contract on our house at this time, and we have an inspection scheduled for this week. If things do not work out, I will certainly give you a call back. Thank you for your time and patience, and I'll be in touch. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Okay, after that voicemail, it's one of those voicemails where you gotta think, am I insane? Or is the person leaving the voicemail insane? Apparently she believes my name is Marita, something like that, and I am trying to buy a house or something. And it's funny, I'm not gonna go through it now, but I've actually gotten a couple voicemails from that same lady. Maybe I should call her back. Maybe in the next show, part 2, maybe I will call her back and have a little chat with her to find out why she's calling me. I mean, I guess my number looks like Marita's number, but those are, I have to say, useless voicemails. Sometimes they're funny, but most of the time they're useless, and I don't like them. So if you're gonna leave a, voicemail, here's my lesson for today. Don't leave a voicemail unless it's absolutely important, because most of the time the person can see missed call is Bobby, and they'll call Bobby back when they get a chance. But that's why a lot of voicemails I get, I don't like them, because they're useless, they're not funny. I throw them out in the trash. But if it's a drunk voicemail, if you're drunk and you call me, by all means, leave a voicemail. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to use it as blackmail at the next Christmas party. I would love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So drunk voicemails, yes. Or drug voicemails, yes. Useless voicemails, no. I know what your name is. I have it in my phone. I don't need to know. This is Jim. I'm calling from my house. It's Tuesday, April 8th at 6:13 p.m. I don't need to know all that. I got the missed call. I'll call you back. I'll call you back when I get a chance. Okay? So that's the first lesson. But yeah, like I said, drunk or drug voicemails, I accept all day. And also voicemails, if I don't know who you are. If you leave me a voicemail and you think I'm somebody else, that's great. And if you say a bunch of other stuff and I don't really know who you are, I'll take those voicemails all day because they crack me up, and I love to play them on my show. So if you want to call me and leave a voicemail like I'm somebody else, go ahead. Or you want to get drunk or be on drugs and call me and leave a voicemail, go ahead. But other than that, don't leave me voicemails. Just call me and I'll call you back if I feel like it. And if I don't, then, I don't know what to tell you. Send me an email, and then I'll send me an email. MondayMorningShow@gmail.com. That's MondayMorningShow@gmail.com. You can spell it just like that right there. And that's going to do it. Just a quick voicemail show. Like I said, part 2, I'll probably play some more voicemails, and I might even call back a few people. Wouldn't that be fun? Thank you for watching the Monday Morning Show. Thank you, and good night, everybody. Woo!